Okay, so let's go open up the hood and take a look at the intake. That's one of the things we'll be changing. Just hoping this makes the car run better, you know. I'm gonna try to put the hood proper. Oh my god, this hood is so heavy. I'm trying to hold it up with my head. It's painful. It's gonna cave my skull in now. Okay, so that's what we're working with right there. Basically, it's just a pipe that goes up to here, and then that's actually just sitting on the on that rubber pad there. It's on the bottom there. You can see it, this one right here. So, all right, let's go get the other intake real quick. Okay, so that's our Stealth intake right there, and then that's our Stealth 1G style intake, and this is our Stealth 3G MAF intake. So you can see pretty much all the MAF stuff is hidden underneath here, whereas the MAF is external on this one. And so this is going to be, it's pretty much going to take up the same exact space. I'm looking at it right now, yeah, it will. So I don't think we'll have a problem putting this in at all. And we have already got the little harness here that plugs into this. Let's double check. Yeah, let us double check if it actually works first. I will disconnect the MAF right here. Okay, and I'll plug it in to the adapter right here, and whammo, no problem. See that? There you go. No problems. So it looks a little funky, maybe a little longer. I think it should be no problem. Obviously, this is very much dirtier. It still has the same kind of snorkel here. A question is, this is a little bit different. This one, the 1G one, goes like this and then like that, whereas this one just comes out at an angle. I'm not really sure where they got this from. The weird thing is, like, the 1Gs have like a lot of different intakes, and the 2Gs they don't. They all have the same kind of intake. So I don't know why Mitsubishi changed the intake so many times. So I don't think we're going to be using. So let me disconnect this real quick. Let's just disconnect it from here. Okay. Let's just leave that on the car. So that, pretty good. So that was the adapter assembly right here. That's this guy. It basically it adapts your 1G style to a 3G MAF style. Okay, like the one that's on there. I think this is a boost control solenoid. Pretty sure we're going to remove that because we're not using any of that. We're using a manual boost controller. There's another one right here. I'm not really sure how to get this one off. There must be a way to get it off. It just slides off or something. But anyway, we take that off so it'll be a little neater, you know. There's a little spark plug holder here too. I wonder how we can get that off. Looks like it all comes out well. Anyway, when we take this apart to take a look at it, we'll take a look at it. Anyway, let's take this off, and then we can go compare them inside. So, that shouldn't be too hard. I think it's just the clamp. Oh, there's a boost. Oh, okay. So this one has a kind of a freaking vacuum hose that goes like nothing. Okay, I don't know where that goes. I don't know where that goes. It's a good question. It's connected to the MAF, but it doesn't really go anywhere. So, but it runs like that, so I can't say it runs and it passes smog like that. So let's go take this off. This is actually not the original intake, by the way, that was on this car. The original I think I have the stock intake, but we can't. The stock intake actually doesn't go here. This is actually, it's been modified. The battery is actually supposed to be here. This area right here is supposed to be taken up by the battery. The previous owner moved the battery up here, which is actually a better location. If you see the 2G Eclipses and a lot of the newer cars, they have the battery up here, and that's actually a better place to put it because it moves the weight farther back, you know. Plus, it's a small Honda battery, so it's nice. I like it. It's just the right size, in my opinion. I asked, it would be nice to have a bigger battery, but it would be nice to save some weight too on this heavy car. So yeah, yeah, the intake I think is supposed to go here, and there's like this kind of weird kind of snorkel that goes into the thing, and it's the stock intake for the Galant VR4 is very weird. So I mean, it's very you know, it shows a lot that this was the very first of the you know, it came before the DSMs. Basically, this is what the DSMs came from, and obviously it should improve as we go along. You know, also that injector resistor pack, I think I'm looking at it right now. So this car does have it. Maybe this is more like the older Eclipses. I think the older Eclipses had a different ECU. I think. So that's it right there, sitting under the strut bar, sort of, kind of. All right, so let's go get this intake out. Oh yeah. I was talking about the original intake was an open element air filter. I think, I'm not sure, but I think it didn't have this cover here. That's all it did. It didn't have this cover. There was a ring. There's a ring that went. I think what they did is they took one of these and they cut it. They cut it off where you just have this little sealing part here. And then it was just that, and then it was an open element. So I made it a closed element, so it would pass smog. It's not gonna pass smog if you modify the intake in California for sure. And they would immediately see it and love that doesn't look good, and then you'll fail smog right away. But we can always, you know, put the other one back on. But I haven't. What I don't like about the open element filters is they get dirty just sitting around. As you can see, the can here for the air filter is very dirty. Look at this. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. It could really use a clean. So this whole engine bay could use a clean. But yeah, my Eclipse has an open element K&N filter, and it gets dirty all the time on the top. You know, just the dust and stuff. It just kind of just collects and sits there. You know. I don't know how the dirt gets in here, man. Like, it must comes up from underneath or something. All right, let's take this out. Okay, I got it off. Jesus, it's heavy. Another one's not that heavy. Okay, it's old school technology for you. Okay, there it is. I got it to fit. I had to move this box out of the way. This was over here before. There was just like this mass of wires under it. So there's some brackets that, like, obviously they're not going to connect anywhere. So we're going to wind up cutting those off. I'm thinking. I'm going to take this off. Okay, so yeah, there's some brackets under there that aren't doing anything, that make the intake hard to put in. So, and it's getting hung up on those wires. All this stuff hanging off of the intake has got to go. This. It's like I said, this was not designed for this car. So, or maybe it was. I'm not sure. That's a good question. But it fits. This coupler barely fits over this, so that's okay, I guess. Yeah, so it all fits. It actually looks a little nicer too, by the way. I think the hood should close just fine. I think once we got to take all this stuff off, at least take the sensors and this little spark plug wire holder thing, and cut these brackets off. I think maybe we don't need to cut the brackets off. We can probably just leave it there. We'll see. I think maybe at least cut this one off. But this one doesn't really do anything. It's just kind of there, so I don't know if that makes it harder to get off. But obviously, yeah, we have to make it so we can get it off and clean the intake, you know, the filter. Okay, so it fits in there. It looks like we can use it, and it would connect like so. Not that way. what we should probably do is loop it underneath this clutch cable here, clutch wire, clutch hose. Okay, and then plug it in like that. Okay, and then we probably have to go hide this extra wire somewhere here, like there, or hide it under there somewhere. it's a little, yeah. That's assuming this is all gonna work, but hey, it fits in there. I think we're gonna go with that. We'll see. Hopefully it'll make the car run a little better. All right, so let's go take both of these in. I want to go clean this up, and then we'll take this in and we're going to take it apart and clean it up. I think it needs a new gasket, like it's all cracking and stuff. So I wonder if there's a way we can test to see if that leaks or not. Could probably pressurize it somehow and see if any bubbles come out of it. Yeah, I want to see if I can get a new gasket for this. All right, so that was it. That's just so we removed the ECU today, and then we took the stock this intake out, and then I test fitted this intake. It looks like we got to take all these sensors and all this crap hanging off of the can, and then it should be fine. It fits in there pretty damn well. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't. Where does the snorkel go on this? That's a good question. I don't think there is a snorkel. There is no snorkel. I think the snorkel is supposed to go over there, not down here. But whatever. But hey, it looks stock. That's the good thing, man. All right, so that's it for today. We're gonna go take this stuff inside, and then we'll take a look at it. That'll be the next part of the video. All right, here's me out.